receive my salutations, receive my gratitudes, receive my congratulations and wishes and prayers for you and me and all those who are attending all these classes in present and future, that all these discussions yield fruitfulness in our life. Like every day, the seven things today, the last one, seventh one, Prashna Upanishad, chanting, learning, and very simple meaning. Before that, Valmiki Ramayana, Kachit Sarga, 100th Sarga of Ayodhya Kandam, Rama is teaching Rajaneethi Dharmas. In that glory of Ayodhya Nagari, we are seeing only to know that this is how our Bharata Mata and the whole world should be. A king and the subjects together should mold the nation to be like that. Before that, Bhagavad Gita, today we will see in short the synopsis of 15th chapter, then chanting of it, and then Arati we do. From tomorrow we start the 16th chapter. Before that, Taittiriya Brahmana Parayanam. Before that, our Sahanavavatu. Before that, Sankalpa. Then before all of them, the first thing is like every day spending 3-4 minutes in our common sense thought just to tune to each other, bring our minds to this class. This is for that purpose, along with something substantial communicated, and this is also from what we have studied so far in our so many interactions, some summary or gist or thought. Today is keep these five things very deep into the core of your heart. Superficially, you all know, but it is not becoming effective. Deep it should go. Like कोई wound हो गया, you apply the ointment somewhere else, or ointment applied but very ऊपर lightly, then that won't cure that wound, isn't it? Any medicine you take has to go to the point of infection or problem should cure. So to remember, all problems are in the core of the depth of our heart. Core of the heart, depth of the heart. So therefore, what we know should go to that level and then remove the problem from there. If not, superficially we may have the things known, but our life continues to be in the same mode of doing wrong and suffering. Real? Understood? Let it go so deeply, uncompromisingly, unhesitatingly, without any reasons to stop it from becoming very deeper. What are the five things? The first thing is crystal clear you be for your spiritual life, for your social life, for your domestic life, for your professional life, including health money. What are the things which are harmful, which are negative, which are in you or which are around you? Have a clear understanding of it and send that thought so deeply that these are destructive to me, these are useless to me. Go, let that go very deep. Like if I say watching TV is harmful to me, this is only superficially known, not deeply. Therefore, that thought is there, अरे टीवी देखना बुरा है, और देखते भी जाते हैं, then all the time energy wasted for it. But imagine if the thought has gone so deep into the heart that I am human being, my life is precious to me. Okay, once in a while chalega, but I can't be addicted to it. It is very detrimental to me. If that thought goes deeply in your heart, isn't it? Even 100 people tell you, "Arey dekho dekho," you will say, "No, I know it. I don't want." If not, if the thought is not deep in you, 100 people tell you, "Beta, don't see, it's a waste of time." हाँ ठीक है तुम लोग बोलते हो करके you continue only. So one is knowledge or information. Second is how deeply it has percolated into the recesses of the heart, the core personality. List it out. Think about it. Understand why it's detrimental and accept it. कि ये मेरे लिए destructive, detrimental, not useful, harmful है. Like a diabetic patient. If he says ki sugar is harmful to me superficially, upar, it has not gone deep into his understanding. Then he'll go on having sweets in one way or the other. कुछ ना कुछ तरीके से, then that maintains his high sugar level. There's nothing you and I as an intelligent human being do not know. But the problem with us is we do not know it very deeply. We do not mean it. We don't take it to the heart. And like the stupid Indians, studying Shastras, doing sadhana is difficult. Leaving this world is difficult. The stupid thought is so deep in them that freely available satsanga, freely available guru padesha, freely available moksha, they don't go for it. Because there is so deeply that thought is there, negative. And all these Christian, Islam, Rakshasas, they have contributed to it by creating doubts in our own mind regarding our own Sanatana Dharma. The glory of our Rishi Muni, Saint Shastras, and as such the total Sanatana Dharma was totally negatively picturized and suppressed. And by doing all of that, the final touches are given by using the word secular in our constitution. अब सत्यानाश हो गया हिंदुइज्म का. All nonsense is done to Hinduism. Then to stop it from any improvement, one word is added. India is secular, stupid secular. The moment the fellows asked for other country, it's given to them. We have to be Hindu country. That's it. By default, it has to be declared. Others are allowed to stay, but the country is Hindu. So for the whole schooling system, education system, सारा हिंदू सनातन धर्मी रहेगा. अगर ऐसा निश्चय बना है तो ईच एंड एवरी वन ऑफ यू, not only you, the तीन चार लोगों क्लास में are, everybody would have given in your schools and colleges the Ramayana Katha, Geetha Katha. Through that, how we have to understand about life, everything, what is not to be done, what is to be done, सारा पता चल जाता है ना. Now 70-80 साल हुआ हो गया, फिर भी we are chaotic. We don't know how to live life as a husband or wife, or the parents or children. Everything is zero to us. Isn't it? Destroy किया उन लोगों ने. इसलिए we don't have faith. Therefore, we don't attend. Because deeply it is there. So some thousands and thousands of Mahatmas, their thousands of years of tapashakti, they have to just pour down to deeply enter into our hearts and remove that kida, the wrong kida. That Sanatana Dharma is not, it's not for me, or doing that is a loss. I'll miss the sukha bhoga of the world. In negativity को निकाल कर वहाँ replace करना है. This is the way, this is the only way for redemption. Not only of you individual, but the entire universe and generation. In the same way. Clear? So what are the things? List them out and let it be very deep in the heart. कि मुझे ये करने से नुकसान होगा. Negative things. Like sleeping very late at night. No, we know that when we'll sleep very late, beyond 10 o'clock, next day, whole day will be very sleepy. Because next day we get up later and the crucial hours of sleep are रात को 9 से 12 होते हैं एक्चुअली. 12 से 3 तक रिकूपिंग होता है. 3 साढ़े 3 से you can be full of energy. We are not giving time at all to our body to heal itself and all, and the vital organs. You can't be awakened beyond 8 o'clock. That's it. 8:39. सोना चाहिए. That 9 to 3, 6 hours are sufficient. 3:20. तब से लेकर till next day night, evening 9 o'clock, vigorously we have to involve. So we know should sleep early, but that's not known deeply. इसलिए 9 बजा 10 बजा और थोड़ा टीवी देखो और 11 हो गया, 11:30, 12. अब अगले दिन 12 बज गया. But if you deeply know it, like the parents know about it deeply, therefore कुछ भी करके 10 गधे चिल्ड्रन को, मतलब उनके चिल्ड्रन को, they make them sleep by 9:30. Other they know it, this fellow उसको waking up is like waking up Kumbhakarna only next day. ते डाँट के फटकार के उसको सुला देते, स्पेशली स्मॉल चिल्ड्रन, एलकेजी, यूकेजी, फर्स्ट क्लास वाले होते हैं ना, वो सुबह उठ नहीं पाएँगे, लेट सोएँगे तो 9:30 को सुला देना। Then he needs 8 hours. No, he does nothing, useless fellow. So he'll get up at 5:30 शुरू किया, रोते-रोते 6:30 उठेगा। अब इस उसको पानी में नहला के वॉशिंग मशीन में put him in the dress, throw him in the car or scooter or auto, he'll go to school. Mothers know, therefore they make him. They themselves know for themselves. The women makers home, if they get up later, whole work will be in confusion. शी सेज ज़रूरत पड़ी तो 12 के बाद थोड़ा मैं रेस्ट लूँगी, लेकिन 5:30 से 12:30 तक those 7 hours I have to. So throughout life without Saturday, Sunday holiday, she gets up. Modern women, I don't know about them. I can't speculate or guess or make a statement. But we have seen our mothers and all of them, उनका ऐसा था. आजकल वाले lots of servants are there, ये वो है. I don't know. How do they do? But generally. So sleeping late is not good. It is so too about the food. These are the harmful foods. Any heavy food taken in quantity and hardness takes more energy for digestion. At that time, all energy goes for it. Therefore, we find ourselves to be weak, especially in the mind and intellect, to do the sharper and subtler things. Out of that comes the restlessness of anger. Why all these Islam people so much terrorist? Because so much of non-veg is eaten कि उसको डाइजेस्ट करने में एनर्जी पूरा उसके लिए जाता है. Therefore, when there is no energy, the sign of no energy is anger. अब किसके ऊपर निकाले एंगर? So that is all taught to them कि हिंदुइज्म को नाश करो. Any heavy food eaten, even you and I also, digestion is मुश्किल होता है. Whole system gets stagnant. Heavy traffic होती है ना. So traffic will not move when it is heavy vehicles are there. So common sense. Quantity also, quality of the food. This is not correct or good. Very clear you have to decide. So too, these are the people. These are the topics. They are derailing me from my education, my profession, my decency of behavior, my relation with the people. So therefore, I don't want to do them. Send this thought every day deeply. तो डेली सोचना है और उसको पूरे दिल में गहराई पे बेचना है. Clear? One thing is what's harmful to us, understand and accept and send that thought very deeply into the heart. That it goes to the core of the heart from where the negative convictions were there, which were making us behave otherwise. ऐसा इज एग्जाम्पल फ्यू दिया मैंने. अब बाकी एक एक को एक एक अलग अलग तरह के नेगेटिविटी होते हैं. एवरीबडी विल नॉट हैव एवरीवन of the negativity, and everybody has some or the other which are sufficient to destroy them. Equally true is the other one. What is it? What are the things positive in my life which are going to help me? We know some of them, we do them also, but then we do it very superficially, very irregularly. But it should go deep, like Geetha class mein aana. This class 1 hour is such a precious things that are given through Geetha, Ramayana, Upanishad, Vedic chanting, common sense thought. How many are given? But none of you have any doubt regarding the utility of it. You know it's good, but very superficial. Deeply you don't understand it from the core. Otherwise you will not miss. Even if you miss the online live class, offline you will listen it. Like that, other things which are required for you. Again, same for your health, for your financial management, for your professional management, for your relations. क्या क्या चीजें जरूरत है. Send them deeply into the heart. You know, like some example, the whole family of wife, husband, children, 3-4 दिन एक बार बैठना चाहिए. Then discuss what has happened last 5 days, anything missing, anything to be added, are we fulfilling our responsibilities to make our house beautiful? Do we have any notions in our mind, misunderstandings in our mind? ये कंपल्सरली करके उसको रिफ्रेश रिन्यू करते रहना चाहिए. Otherwise, some negative feelings stay, they keep on growing. Then one day suddenly it expresses as strong hatred. हम कहते हैं फिर अब हम आपके साथ नहीं रह सकते, हम जा रहे. In the same way, ऑफिस में ऑफिसर एंड बॉस एंड द सब हफ्ते में हम बैठना चाहिए. Clearly they have to talk. Each as a help without any ego biasness. Then what will happen? For long time they stay together as synergy. They can do great works. Some example I am giving. So too I know for the old age I need sufficient bank balance. I need few people to answer my calls or answer my requirements. So let me do for them. Maintain good relation with people. In this way, what are so essential for us? Send them very deeply into the heart. उसमें फिर हमको डेली जो करने वाले उपासना साधना ये सब आ जाते हैं. Second, third one is what? How much ever we are intelligent by ourselves. Please remember, this intelligence always has the chance of and necessity of improvement. And sometimes there may be a small little mistakes, loopholes may be there, which will cause big disaster or harm. Therefore, the third one is what? We must very deeply know in our heart that we need somebody to guide us and through guidance protect us. He is called as a mentor. You can call him as a guru or acharya. Acha nahi laga or technical words, you use your word. Doesn't matter. But someone who is highly matured, living the life normally dignified way, and he has got time, love, compassion for us to listen to us and guide us. ये कंपल्सरी होना a person in our life. Without consulting whom, we are not taking any decisions. You may have other people more intelligent than him, and they may advise you, but you have to put it in front of him. He says, "यार idea बढ़िया है, follow." Or any other thing you think about it. महाराज मैं सोच रहा हूँ करूँ क्या? He says, "No, करेक्ट नहीं है, ये तुम्हारा नुकसान है. या करो लेकिन इम्प्रूवमेंट करो. या इसके वजह ये करो." Because he has love for us, concern for us, maturity, so he'll be able to guide. ऐसा कोई mentor होना चाहिए हमको. Third point, you can't live life taking it for granted based on your own wisdom. You know, what time our mind gets derailed, we can't even become aware of it. By the time we become aware, already we have gone a long way in the wrong path, towards the wrong direction. To avoid that, we need to have. It can be your own father. है ना? Why doubt? Parents can be wise also. हो सकता है कि नहीं? गुंजाइश है. Just because we are born to them doesn't mean that they are fools. Sometimes they are intelligent. होता है. क्लियर? और एनी अंकल पंकल जो भी है आपके कोई संत महात्मा है तो नथिंग लाइक बट आजकल कोई भरोसा नहीं करता तो विल नॉट इंसिस्ट. अदरवाइज दैट्स द बेस्ट. The one who is in nishta of spiritual sadhana, shastra adhyanam, who is a love for mankind or all living beings, who is continuously praying for them, such people. जो शास्त्र पढ़े हैं तो फिर उनको इन एंड आउट ऑफ एवरीथिंग दे नो इट, दे गाइड. 3 हो गए. फोर्थ वन इज देन हैव द पेशेंस टू लिसन फ्रॉम देम. नो है मेरे गुरु लेकिन मैं इनको मिलता ही नहीं हूँ. There are some people they consider these Mahatmas Guru, but then never go, never listen, never interact, never ask. This is the fourth one. We have to listen from him. General words of advice, our own questions and their answers, and the Shastra. तीनों हमको चाहिए उनसे. So सुनना पड़ेगा. Fourth point is this one. Fifth is most important. कि then you have to practice. Whatever the cost you have to pay, you pay. General cost we have to pay are one is our laziness. Second one is our otherwise mind, which wants to do something opposite to it. वो थोड़ा pay करना पड़ेगा. That cost. So all these have to be very deep in the heart. None of these are new to you. I know you know all of them. But you know them very superficially. Opposite of them, negative of them are more deeply embedded in our heart. Therefore, these knowledges are not useful. Like all of us know we are Hindus and Dharma is great. But still, why are we timid? Why are we afraid? Because we don't know it to be so deeply in our heart about every avatar, every rishi muni, every shastra, total every of the festivals we celebrate, yajna we do, upasanas we do, uska consequence in the individual inside and outside in the total world. If you know all of them very deeply, all our Hindus and all, they will fight with the government and kick them off and tell them just implement this. Or at least they in their own life practice it. Deeply हमको नहीं पता. तो सारे one what is destructive to me deeply you know so that that is avoided. What is constructive useful to me deeply you know so that you practice them effortlessly. Deeply means with full conviction. Third one, you must deeply know I can't take myself or anybody for granted. I must have a mentor. Fourth, then be frequent in visiting, getting all guidances consciously. Then fifth one is deeply with full involvement practice. Like I used to tell you in the initial data of Gita, every day कोई ना कोई श्लोक सिखा के बेटा इसको 27 बार पढ़ो 11 बार पढ़ो करके. अगर क्या होता आपको अब तक 300 मंत्र आ जाते हैं with meaning, which would be great support for your mind and intellect to be on the track, not to get derailed. But if the depth of feeling was there, it would have been. We were there, sincerely coming. Depth was not there. Even now, today, class, how superficially we listen, how we deeply listen, that differentiates how much we get benefit out of it. इस तरह 5 चीज़ें रख लेना. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणे इतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्ति सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक संस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान जागर विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्धि अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सर्वेषां दिग्विजयार्थं राममन्दिरवत् शिवकृष्ण समस्त मन्दिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयानां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु सदा सर्वदा साधना सेवा शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातनधर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तरस्थित समस्त शत्रूणां समूल निर्मूलनार्थं समस्त विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रचारेण प्रतिष्ठया विश्वसंरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां युवानां संकल्पितसत्कर्मसदिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये ब्रह्मभक्ति भगवद्भक्ति गुरुभक्ति माता पितृभक्ति सत्संग भक्ति शास्त्र भक्ति साधना भक्ति देशभक्ति सनातन धर्मभक्ति धर्मभक्ति सेवा भक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम अनेक कार्यक्रमाणां शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापनानां मध्ये शांति मंत्र उच्चारणं तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणस्य पारायणं भगवद्गीता पंचदशोध्यायस्य विहंगवीक्षणं श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि रामायण अयोध्याकांड शततम कच्चित् सर्गे उक्त राजनीति धर्माणाम् अध्ययनं श्रीरामचंद्रेण उक्त श्री प्रश्न उपनिषदः पारायणं स्वल्पार्थाविष्करणं वयं सर्वे ज्ञान अभिवृद्धि द्वारा आध्यात्मिक जीवन द्वारा जन्म साफल्य श्री हरि माधव नारायण. यस बेटा. ओम 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 सहनाववतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः. ओम शांति शांति गुरवे नमः. Let us do Taittiriya Brahmana chanting for 6 minutes. Om Shri 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 Vedamatre Namaha. Shri Krishna Yajurvediyya तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणं पारायणम् अथ तृतीयाष्टके द्वितीय प्रपाठकः। नारायण। सप्तम मंत्रात् आरभ्य ओम पशवः करोति पशवो देव भागमित्याह करोति नवच ओम देवस्य त्वा सवितुः प्रसव इत्यश्व परशुमादत्ते प्रसूत्यै अश्विनोर्बाहुभ्याम् इत्याह अश्विनौ हि देवानामध्वर्यो आस्ताम् पूष्णो हस्ताभ्याम् इत्याहयत्यै यो वा ओषधीः पर्वशो वेद नैना सहिनस्ति प्रजापतिर्वा ओषधीः पर्वशो वेद स एनानहिनस्ति अश्वपर्श्वा बर्हिरच्छैति प्राजापत्यो वा अश्वस्य योनित्वाय ओषधीनामहिगंसायै यज्ञस्य घोषदसीत्याह यजमान एव रयिं दधाति प्रत्युष्ठगं रक्ष प्रत्युष्टा अरातय इत्याह रक्षसामपहत्यै प्रेयमगाद्धिषणा बर्हिरच्छेत्याह विद्या वै धिषणा विद्ययैवैन दच्छैति मनुना कृता स्वधया वितष्टेत्याह मानवीः परशुः स्वधा कृता त आवहन्ति कवयः पुरस्तादित्याह शुश्रुवागं सो वै कवयः यज्ञः पुरस्तात् मुखत एव यज्ञमारभते अतो यदेतदुक्त्वा यत कुतश्चाहरति तत्प्राच्या एव दिशो भवते देवेभ्यो जुष्टमिह बर्हिरासद इत्याह बर्हिषः समृद्ध्यै कर्मणो न पराधाय देवानां परिषूतमसेत्याह यद्वा इदं किञ्च तद्देवानां परिषूतम् अथो यथावस्यसे प्रतिप्रोच्याहेदं करिष्यामीते एवमेव तदध्वर्युर्देवेभ्यः प्रतिप्रोच्य बर्हिर्दाति आत्मनो हि गंसायै यावतस्ताम्बान् परिदिशेत् यत्तेषामुच्छिष्गं स्यात् अतितद्यज्ञस्य रेचयेत् एकग्गस्तम्भं परिदिशेत् तगं सर्वं दायात् यज्ञस्यानतिरेकाय वर्षवृद्धमसेत्याह वर्षवृद्धा वा ओषधयः देवबर्हिरित्याह देवेभ्य एवैनत्करोति मात्वान्वज्मातिर्यगित्याह हिगंसायै पर्वतेराध्यासमित्याहर्ध्यै आच्छेत्ताते मारिषमित्याह नास्यात्मनो मीयते य एवं वेद देवबर्हिशतवल्शं विरोहेत्याह प्रजा वै बर्हिः प्रजानां प्रजननाय सहस्रवल्शाविवयगं रुहेमेत्याह आशिषमेवैतामाशास्ते पृथिव्या सम्पृचः पाहीत्याह प्रतिष्ठित्यै अयुङ्गायुङ्गान्मुष्टीन् लुनोति मिथुनत्वाय प्रजात्यै सुसंभृतात्वा स्नासेत्याह इयं वा अदितिः अस्या एवैनद्रास्नां करोति इन्द्राण्यै सन्नहनमित्याह इन्द्राणापाय तस्मात् स्नावसन्ताताः प्रजा जायन्ते पूषा ते ग्रन्थिं गृह्णाति त्वित्याह पुष्टिमेव यजमाने दधाति स ते मास्थादित्याह हिगंसायै पश्चात् प्राञ्चमुपगूहति पश्चाद्वै प्राचीनगं रेतो धीयते पश्चादेवास्मै प्राचीनगं रेतो दधाति इन्द्रस्य त्वा बाहुभ्यामुद्यच्च इत्याह इन्द्रियमेव यजमाने दधाति बृहस्पतेर्मूर्ध्ना हरामीत्याह ब्रह्म वै देवानां बृहस्पतिः ब्रह्मणैवैनद्धरति उर्वन्तरिक्षमन्वि हीत्याह गत्यै देवङ्गममसेत्याह देवानेवैनद्गमयति अनधः साधयति गर्भाण्णान् धृत्या अप्रपादाय तस्माद् गर्भाः प्रजानामप्रपादुकाः उपरि वनिदधाति उपरि वहि सुवर्गो लोकः सुवर्गस्य लोकस्य समष्ट्यै स योनित्वाय स्वधा कृतासीत्याह दायात्वेद भरति जायन्ते बृहस्पति समष्ट्यै ओम शांति शांति शांति. Done. Friends, today's fifth program is Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter. We have studied almost 1 month. Today we will do the summary of it. Before that, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which we are studying from last 600 and how many days? 3 days. 603 दिन हो गए है ना. Srimad Bhagavad Gita is a Shastra. It is in Srimad Mahabharata, written by Vyasa Bhagavan. Bhagavad Gita is that prasanga where Bhagavan Krishna in Kurukshetra Yuddha gave this wisdom knowledge to Arjuna. In this Bhagavad Gita, Bahya Vijaya, Antar Vijaya, Adhyatmika Vijaya. These three are the topics which are required for every living being. All that jnanam is covered. How to succeed in the outer world, how to succeed in the mind or conquering the inner faculties, and how to succeed spiritually to reach the ultimate. These are all new things to us because we are not given these wisdoms right from childhood. अब थोड़ा थोड़ा पता हो रहा है, लगाते रहो, सुनते रहो. In every life you will know these things more and more clearly and deeply. Okay, Srimad Bhagavad Gita has got 18 chapters divided into 3 portions. First is called the Karma Shatkam, in which how our body, indriyas have to be employed in the Dharma Karma as Karma Yoga, so that our duties, obligations in the world are fulfilled, our debts are cleared, our heart also becomes freed. Impurities chale jate. Then we are given from the 7th to 12th chapter the Bhakti Yoga Shatkam, wherein how we have to use our mind in its emotion of devotion towards the all-pervading, all-giving Paramatma Bhagavan. Exhaustively Visa. Now the third Shatkam of 6th chapter from 13 to 18, Jnana Shatkam. In this Jnana, by discriminating, separating the two mixed up things, in that what is true, what is real, what we are, what is not true, what is unreal, what we are not, that is taught to us. In that Jnana Shatkam, we have seen 13, 14, 15, these 3 chapters. 13th chapter was the Vibhaga between Kshetra, Kshetrajna, Prakriti, Purusha, Jnana, Jneya. In that, we are told that we are Kshetrajna, we are Purusha, we are Jneya. We need not be entangled in our attachment to the Kshetra, the Prakriti. Very exhaustive it was. These knowledges need repeated listening, repeated contemplation, and then they stay with us. Higher knowledges. There's any knowledge in this world, so many fields of knowledges are there. You know, that technical engineer, mechanical engineer. सबको आता नहीं वो ज्ञान, उनको वो मन में होता. Electrical engineer, computer engineers, or the doctors, specified knowledges they are. They have to update, they have to think about it, they have to regularly practice it. Or that nurse, if she doesn't give injection for 1 month, वो हाथ कांपेगा उसका, हर दिन she'll have to give. So to the सर्जरी करने वाला डॉक्टर हर दिन वो करेगा तभी he will be alert. एक साल नहीं किया उसके बाद he can't do the surgery. Anyway, electrician, if he doesn't do it every day, 2 महीने छुट्टी ले ली तो उसको पता नहीं चलेगा इवन कैसे टेस्टर यूज करना. A mechanic, a car driver, if he's not doing for 1-2 years, सब नया नया दिखता है. लगातार उनको फील्ड में करना होता है. सेम वेज these subtle scriptural knowledges. क्या करें? These are all once for all moksha giving ones. They all are fulfillers of our outer desires and givers of comfort. The outer sciences. They are also required. Clear? Now, 14th chapter told us about the three gunas and gunatita purusha. With the three gunas, we are bound jiva. By going beyond gunas, by gunatita, we are mukta. What is sattva, what is rajas, what is tamas, their lakshana. And when we are with them, how do we behave, our minds react. And when with those, any of the guna predominant, when we leave this world, where do we go? All that were so beautifully told. Then we were told about gunatita, purusha lakshanas, how to become gunatita. When we are mamchu avyavacharena bhakti yogena sevate, sagunan samati ityaitan brahma muyaya kalpate. बताया भगवान ने हमको. अब जब का तब नॉलेज उसको रिमाइंड करते, नोट्स लिखते तो याद होता. But we think Geetha and such knowledges are not at all related to our life, not required. Maybe these knowledges are not related in our outer professions. But for the inner life, other than this knowledge, your outer profession won't help. And when I'm suffering inside with my frustrations, angers, passions, lusts, and disturbances, what is your computer knowledge going to help you? What is your engineering knowledge will help you there? Will any of the outer knowledge helps? And we live our life inner more than the outer. Outer is very grass, very temporary. हमारे मन बुद्धि को तो हम छोड़ एक सेकंड भी नहीं रह सकते ना. And this is not taught by. Not only this is not taught by the outer sciences. Outer sciences are such ones. They cater for the destruction of the inner personality, inner thing. ये सब होता. But whereas these शास्त्र ज्ञानास, they tell us about the inner life. हमको दोनों जानना है कि नहीं बेटा, आउटर भी इनर भी. In fact, inner is more important. But that's how it's neglected. Somehow it's neglected. याद रखना है, बार बार पढ़ना है, कंटेक्ट में रहना है. Puja, upasana, japa is different from shastra adhyanam and gaining the knowledge about what is what. When you do the upasana, japa, puja, mandir jana, they are not spiritual. They are only doing all of them. Thoda unka equipments are better. The God's grace come. They will be more effective samsari. Effectively, they will be bound in the world. That's it. The real knowledge, real real revelation is only in the real jnanam of the what is the whole world, what I am, where is bandha, where is moksha. Shastras teaches, Gita teaches. Then we came to 15th chapter. In this, we are taught about first the bandhana jivanam, the moksha jivanam. Bandhanam is we are caught up in the ashwatha vruksha of samsara. Moksha is tatpada parimarganam. In that tatpada parimarganam, we are taught two things. One is upasana, second is dhyana. In that dhyana, we are told within you there are three purushas. Kshara Purusha, Akshara Purusha, Uttama Purusha. So that Uttama Purusha actually are you. Identify with that. When you do so, your life is fulfilled. Etad buddhva buddhiman syat, कृतकृत्य syat, bharata syat. कलम ने इसी को देखा. So what is contained in 15th chapter? What is contained in 14, 13? What's contained in Jnana Kanda? What is there in Bhakti Shatkam? What is there in the Karma Shatkam? What is in entire Gita? What is there in our Shastras? In 3 minutes, 4 minutes, we try to give you. Done? Now just browse through 15th chapter for the sake of the joy of it. What is there? 5 मिनट में. Then कल से हम 16वां अध्याय देखेंगे. So Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Panchadashodhyayasya Vihangavikshanam, Purushottama Yoga. We will do the thing browsing 5 minutes. What I said just now as synopsis, then we chant the entire chapter. That's our a little satisfaction. ये थोड़ा तो हमने किया while studying the 15वां अध्याय. So Sri Om Shri Paramatmane Namaha. Salutations to the Lord. Atha, the most auspicious word. Idanim, now Panchadasha Adhyayaha, the 15th chapter begins. Name is Purushottama Yoga. Done. It starts with Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Whole chapter is spoken by Bhagavan. Not like 14 chapter 13, where Arjuna asks also some question. In all the 11, 12, 13, 14 chapters, Arjuna Vacha is there. In 15th, nahi hai. 7th chapter, 15th chapter, 9th chapter, they are no Arjuna Vachas. फर्स्ट चैप्टर अर्जुन वाच, सेकंड में है, थर्ड में है, फोर्थ में है, फिफ्थ में अर्जुन वाच है, सिक्स्थ में भी है, सेवंथ में देश अर्जुन वाच, ओनली श्री भगवान वाच. एथ में अगेन अर्जुन वाच से स्टार्ट होता है. नाइन्थ में देश अर्जुन वाच, 10th इज अर्जुन वाच, 11th में अर्जुन वाच, 12th में भी है, 13th में भी अर्जुन वाच है. सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन कुछ कुछ जगह में उसको एलिमिनेट करते हैं. 14th आल्सो आस्क क्वेश्चन, 15th में नहीं है. तो 7th, 9th, 15th एंड द 16th अगेन श्री भगवान वाचा अभयम सत संशुद्धि, पूरा भगवान वाचा है. इन द अर्जुन वाचा नहीं है इन द 16th में. 17th starts with अर्जुन वाचा, 18th also start with अर्जुन वाचा. So remember 7, 9, 15, 16 I have no अर्जुन वाचा. डायरेक्ट भगवान, भगवान इज टीचिंग. अर्जुन ने ठोका नहीं, कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछ के रोका नहीं. So Bhagavan says in the first two shlokas, the entire whole cosmos universe, in technical words called samsara, compared with the Ashwatha Vriksha. So what is the shloka? Urdhva moolamadha shakham ashwatham prahuravyayam chandamsi yasya parnani yastam veda sa vedavid. So this samsara vriksha has got the moola in the urdhva, shakas niche, and then the Vedas are its leaves. It's called as Ashwatham. And Avyayam, it goes on going on. We can eject out of it and get liberation, it goes on. Then Adhashchordhvam prasrutastasya shakha guna pravruddha vishaya pravala adhascha moolanyanusantatani karmanubandhini manushya loke. Of this samsara vriksha, shakas are upar niche. Upar is higher worlds, niche are lower worlds. And they are all because of three gunas, which we have seen 14. Guna pravruddha. And what are the things which attract the jivas there? Vishaya pravalaha, the bhoga vastus. And adhascha mulani, it has the karma. Karma anubandhini manushya loke. This is how the samsara vriksha. Then narupamasyeha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadir na cha sampratishta ashvattamenam suvirudhamulam asangashastrena drudhena chitva tatah padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gatana nivartanti bhuyah tameva chadyam purusham prapadye yatah pravrutti prasruta purani. Here said, as we explained it as a vriksha, वो ऐसा दिखता नहीं with the naked outer eye. But in the intellect, we have to grasp the samsara vriksha to be like that. And we are the different birds, animals, kide makode, who are moving and up and down. Na rupamasya tatha upalabhyate. And then by itself, na antaha na adihi, na cha sampratishta. It has by itself no adi madhya and support. It is only kalpita, it is not real. Ashwathamenam. So virudha moolam. It is deeply rooted in the heart of all of us. Now, two options are there for you. Either by having good or bad desires, by doing good or bad karma, you can go to good or bad shariras and lokas and have good or bad sukha or dukkha. One option is there. This other option is there, you can eject out of this samsara vriksha. Like na, उस पक्षी को वो वृक्ष में रहकर it can eat good or bad fruits, it can make its ghosala, it can fight with the other birds. That pakshi can fly away from that tree also. So to you and I as jiva can get stuck up in samsara vriksha or fly into the infinite zone of atma anubhuti, tattva anubhuti, paramatma anubhuti, tad anubhuti. Two options. Then you want to choose the first option, Then study those type of shastras. Know the punya papa karma. तुम्हारे हिसाब से जो करना है करो, वो मिलता, which we are anyway doing. Gita and such shastras are not to tell what we are already doing, the samsara. They're only to give us moksha. Therefore, if at all you seek the second alternative, tataha, what is to be done? This is what. First, अश्वत्थमेनम सुविरूढ़ मूलम, वहां से देखते हैं तो असंग शस्त्रेण दृढ़ेन चित्वा, fast by this sword of detachment, cut asunder this samsara vriksha. Matlab, don't be any samsari. Means by thought, word and deed, you detach from the world of doings and gainings. It's all internal. Asanga shastrena dhrudena chitva. काट दिया उसको. ततः, thereafter, तत्पदम परिमार्गितव्यम. Do the searching of that Paramatma Tattva, the support of the entire world, our own essential self. Tat Padam Parama. Yasmin Gataha. The ones who reach there and merge in it, Nani Vartanti Muyaha. Like the river merges in the ocean, becomes infinite, never comes back to remain as back as a limited river. In the same way, you and I will not be a limited, ignorant individual, deluded by the identity with the body and attracted by the object, attracting by the objects of the world. You will not become like that. You won't be bound back again. That's the meaning of Yasmin gata nanivartanti bhuya. Then how to do the parimarganam? It is told tameva chadyam purusham prapadde. In this way. There are two things. The Paramatma, second, the Jagat coming from the Paramatma. Okay. When we are seated on the seat of meditation or in the outer world. Instead of the world which has come from him, when you focus on the Lord, one day he will reveal. That is the meaning of Tatpada Parimarganam. That is the way it has to be done. तमेव च आद्यम पुरुषम प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्ति प्रसृता पुराणी. That Lord from whom the eternal prakriti has started, my understand, my drushti, my attention is on that Adi Purusha. So there are two things, Karana and Karya. Attend to the Karana, you are a Mukta Purusha. Attend to the Karya, you are bound. Paramatma is the Adi Mula Karana. तमेव च आद्यम पुरुषम प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्ति प्रसृता पुराणी. So seeking him, wanting to know him, meditate on him, want to realize him, want to see him. शब्द कुछ भी कहो, we have to recognize the substratum of the world as our own self. Then it can't come just like that because we are caught up in the samsara vriksha. छोड़ तो दिया, लेकिन inside तैयारी तो नहीं हुआ ना. Therefore practice these 7 things till the antakara becomes settled, no more extroverted, fully powerful, full of subtlety, full of purity, to be able to do the Tatpada Parimargana, which has 2 techniques. What are those 7 things to do to become qualified? Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nityaha vinivritta kama dvandvair vimuktaha sukha dukkha sangnaihi gachanti amudhaha padam avyayam tat avyayam padam gachanti. So nirmana moha, again I can't tell one by one, you listen to those talks. The one who gave up the ego and who is no more deluded, the one who has conquered the shortcoming or negativity of the Sangha dosha, Jita Sangha dosha, Adhyatma Nitya, who are always introverted to search the self, Vinivritta Kamaha, totally from them, the outer desire pursuit has gone away, the Dvair Vimukta Sukha Sangnehi, the pairs of opposite, they are forbearing without reaction. Then such a Amudaha, who are freed from this delusionary life, Padamavayam Gachanti. And that is a state of experience. It's not an object. Therefore, it is not illumined by anything. That's why Natat Bhasayate Suryaha Nashashanko na Pavaka. Surya Shashanka Pavaka cannot illuminate it. And that's such a great thought, great state. That's why repeatedly says, second time, Yad Gatva Nani Vartante Taddhama Paramam. That is that state having reached where I don't come back to become a Jiva. That is our ultimate state. Then we have to start our journey. In that journey, first, who is the one who is doing journey? I am the Jiva. Where from the Jiva has come, that is told in 2 shlokas. Then this Jiva has 2 paddhatis. One is Upasana, second is Dhyana. First Jiva explained, Mamaivaamsho Jivaloke Jivabhutah Sanatanah मनःषष्ठाणि इन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामतेश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुः स्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढाः नानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः. These are two topics are told here. One, an ignorant person doesn't know he is the self, doesn't know he is the jiva, takes himself to be the samsari and goes on jumping from one sharira to other because of doing one karma or the other along with his jnanendriyas antakarana. All that is told. वेरी डीप एग्जॉस्टिव टॉपिक, इसलिए हम एक एक श्लोक एक एक दो दो दिन लगाए, इसलिए इट टुक मोर देन 40 or 30 days for us. We have gone through exhaustively. Again, if I start again, it will take 30 days. So, vimudana anupashyanti pashyanti jnana chakshushaha. The people who are so much deluded, like somebody is very deluded that ये आम या chocolate मुझे ही खाना है, then he will be forgetting that he has a brother or sister or mother or father, उनको भी देना चाहिए. He will not see that. He will only eat it. और ये भगवान को चढ़ाना है पहले, देन मुझे लेना है. तो विमुढ़ान अनुपश्यति. So too, those are deluded in the routine, do not know that they are jiva. And definitely they do not know that they are not also jiva, but they are the inner tatpada. Pashyanti jnana chakshusha. So our job is opening the eye of wisdom. And this opening eye of wisdom done through bhakti and jnana, it cannot be done again with our heart being full of impurities. Therefore, again in the one shloka, Krutatma, Akrutatma, dono bata. Everywhere it is, no? Like if I am doing a job in a company. When will the company prosper because of me? When will I will also do well in the company? Only whenever my inner heart is pure. In that pure heart, one is the knowledge of my work is pakka, and the loyalty to the company is pakka, and all good thoughts are there in me. Then मैं अच्छा काम करता हूँ बढ़ू. When I am lazy, very selfish, and I am addicted to the bribes, etc., don't respect the company or the boss, are not interested at all in the growth of company, my performance will be of third grade. So instead of giving me promotion, I will be removed only. Is it difficult to understand? In the same way, coming to spiritual life is different from following spiritual life to grow. To follow and grow, we have to have our inner preparations. That's called a Krutatma. Unprepared is Akrutatma. That is why Yatanto yoginaschainam pasyantyatmanyavasthitam yatantopyakrutatmanah nainam pashyante chetasaha. It's a central portion between the theory and now the practical things taught. Here to say बेटा तुम अंदर से कृतात्मा हो गए तो तुम कर पाओगे, नहीं तो नहीं होएगा जितना भी करो. Like I don't want to love the driving at all, but my father is forcing सीखो सीखो, तो मुझे इच्छा ही नहीं बिठाया मेरे को, करता हूँ लेकिन मेरे को आएगा नहीं वो. Even if I know it very superficially, I don't become an expert driver. But if I am inside only, I am very clear मुझे कार सीखना है करके मुझे इच्छा है. तो I myself have know it by seeing that father driving. Within a few days only I learn from the teacher there. That feeling is called Kritatma. Kritatma means qualified for it. So yatanta yogina cha enam pashyanti atmani avasthitam. This tatpada, they know as their own selves, those yogis who are very purified. But yatanta happy, even though others are trying, nainam pashyanti, because akrutatmana achetasa. They have not done the things to be done to prepare their antakarana, qualified for this. Connect this to the earlier two chapters. In the 14th chapter wale, Rajotamo Guni. He cannot be doing 15th chapter wala Tatpada Parimarganam. He has to be Sattva-guni. Refer to 13th chapter. The one who's caught up in the Prakriti or Kshetra, he cannot do the 15 chapters Tatpada Shodhana. connected to 12th chapter. The one who has not valued practice the values of Adveshta Sarvabhutanam, he cannot do the Tatpada Parimarga. So, who is Kritatma? The one who has practiced this and qualified. Oh, overnight nahi hota ho. It's a very subtle operation. But the thought is, Akritatma cannot know God. Kritatma will know. Yatanto yoginashtainam pashyanti atmanavasthitam. But yatanto api akritatmana na enam pashyanti. Okay? Now starts the two sadhanas. First upasana, second dhyana. Upasana is to see the Lord everywhere. Samples there. 10th chapter में, 9th में, 7th में, plenty were given. The presence of God, go on doing the abhyasa that it is God, it is God. यहाँ भी हमको बताते हैं from the Surya onward starting up to the Vaishvanara in our stomach. These are the shlokas. यदादित्यगतं तेजः जगद्भासयते अखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकं गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यहमोजसा पुष्णामि च औषधि सर्वा सोमभूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः. So Adityagatam Tejaha, Chandragata Tejaha, Agnigata Tejaha. Then Ojas in the Bhumi. Then Somarasa in the Oshadi. Then in the stomach of all jivas as a Vaishwanara Agni, Bhagavan is there to digest all the foods with the help of pranas, etc. These are all upasana. Now the dhyana is 15 sloka. What is that? Sarvasya chaham hridi sannivishtaha matta smritir jnanam apohanancha vedaisha sarvair ahameva vedyaha vedanta krut veda videva chaham. So here three sets are given and the cause of them, substratum of them is the Atman. Contemplate on them. And how deeply these shlokas are studied, 7 दिन हमने पढ़ा एक श्लोक 7 या 6 दिन. Then another technique was told for us for contemplation. About 3 Purushas. Kshara Purusha, Akshara Purusha, Uttama Purusha. Tvavima Purusha Loke, Ksharascha Aksharayavcha. Kshara Sarvani Bhutani, Kutastha Aksharayavcha. And who is Uttama Purusha? Uttama Purusha tu Anyaha. Paramatma iti Udahara. Yaha Lokatrayam Avishya Vivarti Abhya Ishvara. And why is called Purushottama? Yasmat Ksharamatitāha Aksharadamicha Uttama. Atosmi Loke Vedecha Pratya Purushottama. So Akshara Purusha is all the beings. Akshara Purusha is the cause of them, the Maya. Then Uttama Purusha is other than this. Akshara Akshar ke atite ho. Shuddha Chaitanya Rupa hai. And this Purusha, whoever does, that was the 19th sloka. Yomam evam mudaha janati purushottamam. That Purushottama himself of the 15th chapter is called Tatpada in the initial sloka of the 15th chapter. Himself is called the Gunatita in the 14th chapter. Himself is called as the Purusha or Gneya or what do you call that? Kshetrajna in the 13th chapter. That is unfathomable by any faculties, but through this process is experiential. Yo mam evam asam mudaha janati purushottamam saha sarvavid mam bhajati sarvabhavena. Iti, this is what? The गुह्यतमम शास्त्र. भाई गुह्यतमम 1000 बार सुनो तब जाकर थोड़ा समझ आता है. It's an open secret. Open, but it is still secret because we can't catch it. Like the whole nature is an open secret. Open, but it is secret. The millions of subtle things are there in the nature. One by one, the humanity is discovering through science and they are making use of it. Okay, the solar panel से सनलाइट को यूज करना अभी शुरू करें लेकिन सनलाइट तो राइट फ्रॉम द बिगिनिंग ऑफ सोसाइटी इट इज देयर इट इज ऑलवेज देयर that shastram. That's why it's the guhyatamam shastram. Very profound. Idamuktam mayanaga etad buddhva buddhiman syat. He is the one who is fulfilled kritakritya and buddhiman. He has used his buddhi for the correct purpose. And he is the Indian or Bharata or dear Arjuna. So 15 chapter in this way it can be told. Synopsis 20 मिनट में बता दिया मैंने. अगेन एक एक श्लोक पढ़ना फिर उसको studying with Adishankara Bhashya and Saraswati, Madhusudana Saraswati Gudartha Deepika, it gives us deeper internal meanings and the practices and convictions. So these are all such Shastras. As we grow, so we grow in our understanding of Shastra. Shastra remains same. It has different levels of understanding for the different levels of seekers. Okay, thank you. Om Sri Krishna Parabrahmane Namah. Srimad Bhagavad Gita Atha Panchadashodhyayah Purushottama Yoga Shri Bhagavanuvacha Om Urdhvamoolamadash Ashvatham Prahuravyayam Chandamsi Yasya Parnani Yastam Veda Savedavita Adhaschordhvam Prasrutastasya Shakah Gunapravruddha Vishayaprabalaah Adhascha Moolanyanusantataनि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा ततः पदं तत्परिमार्गितव्यं यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ति भूयः तमेव चाद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये यतः प्रवृत्तिः प्रसृता पुराणी निर्मानमोहाः जितसङ्गदोषाः अध्यात्मनित्या विनिवृत्तकामाः द्वन्द्वैर्विमुक्ताः सुखदुःखसंज्ञैः गच्छन्त्यमूढाः पदमव्ययं तद् न तद्भासयते सूर्यः न शशाङ्को न पावकः यद्गत्वा न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम ममैवांशो जीवलोके जीवभूतः सनातनः मनःषष्ठानीन्द्रियाणि प्रकृतिस्थानि कर्षति शरीरं यदवाप्नोति यच्चाप्युत्क्रामतीश्वरः गृहीत्वैतानि संयाति वायुर्गन्धानि वाशयात् श्रोत्रं चक्षुः स्पर्शनं च रसनं घ्राणमेव च अधिष्ठाय मनश्चायं विषयानुपसेवते उत्क्रामन्तं स्थितं वापि भुञ्जानं वा गुणान्वितं विमूढानानुपश्यन्ति पश्यन्ति ज्ञानचक्षुषः यतन्तो योगिनश्चैनं पश्यन्त्यात्मन्यवस्थितं यतन्तोऽप्यकृतात्मानः नैनं पश्यन्त्यचेतसः यदादित्यगतं तेजः जगद्भासयते अखिलं यच्चन्द्रमसि यच्चाग्नौ तत्तेजो विद्धि मामकं गामाविश्य च भूतानि धारयाम्यहमोजसा पुष्णामि चौषधीः सर्वाः सोमो भूत्वा रसात्मकः अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधं सर्वस्य चाहं हृदि सन्निविष्टः मत्तः स्मृतिर्ज्ञानमपोहनं च वेदैश्च सर्वैरहमेव वेद्यः वेदान्तकृद्वेदविदेव चाहं द्वाविमौ पुरुषौ लोके क्षरश्चाक्षर एव च क्षरः सर्वाणि भूतानि कूटस्थोऽक्षर उच्यते उत्तमः पुरुषस्त्वन्यः परमात्मेत्युदाहृतः यो लोकत्रयमाविश्य विभर्त्यव्यय ईश्वरः यस्मात्क्षरमतीतोऽहम् अक्षरादपि चोत्तमः अतोऽस्मि लोके वेदे च प्रथितः पुरुषोत्तमः यो मामेवमसम्मूढः जानाति पुरुषोत्तमं स सर्वविद् भजति मां सर्वभावेन भारत इति गुह्यतमं शास्त्रम् इदमुक्तं मया नघ एतद्बुद्ध्वा बुद्धिमान् स्यात् कृतकृत्यश्च भारत ओं तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे पुरुषोत्तमयोगो नाम पञ्चदशोऽध्यायः सर्वधर्मान् परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज अहं त्वा सर्वपापेभ्यः मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः हरिः ओम्. Done. 15th chapter is done. We are offering it at the feet of the Lord. Concluded. We'll do the arati towards the end of class. Then tomorrow 16th chapter. I'll give you the synopsis introduction. Then we'll chant the entire 16th chapter. Then we will see. In this maybe around 35 positive values, negative values, both are given for us. Asuri, Daivi Sampada and Asuri Sampada. Daivi Sampada not 35, 22 or 23. Some of them are repeated. And what is the connection of that chapter to the earlier one and total Gita? I'll try to bring all of that to you. Done. Thank you. Om Apadamapahartarandatam Sarvasampadam Lokaviramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने. ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्वाल्मीकि रामायण अयोध्या कांडम शततम कच्चित् सर्गः श्रीरामचंद्रेण उक्त राजनीति धर्माणाम अध्ययनम अयोध्या नगरी. वी आर सीइंग 20 18 19 20 21 22 23 things we saw. up to the 45th shloka, the glory of Ayodhya Nagari. The last two were Sukrishtrivar, Sukrushtasima, well cultivated entire land. सारा सीमाएं पूरा सुकृष्ट वेल कल्टिवेटेड seasonal everything is fully there. That shows two things. The yajnayagas are regularly done because of which Varuna Devata is blessing. Two, the whole people are not lazy, not inadvertent, not a bhogi. They are alert as to what to do at what time, and they are active and dynamic to do so. Sukrushta Sima. Sukrushta Sima, not only about the cultivation is done well, as I told yesterday, एक बताया उसका अर्थ बाकी आप सब समझ लेना. कर्षक का एग्जाम्पल दे रहे हैं कि सुकृष्ट सीमा कर्षक लोग अपने सारे कृषि को अच्छी तरह इट मीन्स ऑल अदर प्रोफेशनल्स आल्सो आर थरो परफेक्ट इन देयर थिंग्स देयरफॉर देयर इज नो लैक ऑफ एनी ऑब्जेक्ट रिक्वायर्ड देयर that there is no this technical word होता है ना कि डिप्रेशन नॉट डिप्रेशन the objects are not available therefore the cost of living increases or the cost of those things demand and supply ऐसा कोई नाटक नहीं है. The pot makers are fully ready with all pots. They know in summer they are more required, तैयार करके रखते हैं. The goldsmiths are ready, the ironsmiths are ready, silversmiths are ready with their works done. Everyone like that, every professional. कोई भी ऐसा नहीं कि यार काम नहीं हो रहा या नहीं कर सकता हूँ या नहीं हुआ. That's the meaning of Sukrushta Sima. There was Pashuman. Here we said Pashuman means all Pashus, their health, the food, etc. of them, protection, and the work to be done by them. All of that is being taken care. Pashuman. Pashume, you have to add the Pakshi also. And then the other Pashu, which are not used, but uska paltu, जैसे dogs, they don't help. They are just there, that's it. हिरन है, वो तुमको कोई help नहीं करता. But है बस, Pashuman means they are all for entertainment. They are also taken care. Pashuman and the Hathi वगैरह, they are required for the Yuddha as well as for doing big works. So this is the meaning of the Ayodhya is the full of Pashu, respected and valued, not killed and eaten. Pashuman. The last one was Himsa Parivarjita. That's why. Himsa means Himsa Kaika with body, Himsa Manasika, Himsa Vachika are not at all there expressed from anyone harming anyone. लाइक मैं मेरे मन में आपके लिए हिंसा रख सकता हूँ और ऐसा व्यवहार करूं कि आप मन में दुखी हो जाओ, या मैं मेरे वाणी से आपका हिंसा कर सकता हूँ जिससे आप अपने मन में दुखी हो सकते हो, या मैं अपने शरीर से आपके शरीर को दुख दे सकता हूँ. हिंसा, नन ऑफ देम आर देयर. हिंसा भी परिवर्जिता. There were no one who harms anyone. Two things are the cause of himsa: ego and selfishness. है कि नहीं? Why the children fight with parents? Because उनका ego चढ़ गया and they want selfish, who want to see the TV, they don't want to work or help them. Therefore, they talk harsh and give himsa to mother, father. Ego and selfishness. Wherever अहंकार और स्वार्थ होता है बेटा वो हिंसा का हेतु बनता है. Therefore, replace the अहंकार, ego by egolessness and himsa, swartha by the parartha. Become selfless, egoless. There is no harm we do to anyone. That's why sannyasi gives up his ego and any of the things, selfishness. Therefore, his life is himsa rahita. He is just there in his own self. If at all he can give some उपदेश, he gives. कोई खाना दिया तो खाएगा, नहीं तो कुछ नहीं. मन में भी लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु, only these things he does it. Done. ये हो गया 23. Now two more shlokas are there. We will chant them first. 46th one. Only एक श्लोक पढ़ो आज. अदेव मातृको रम्यः श्वापदैः परिवर्जितः परित्यक्तो भयैः सर्वैः खनिभिश्चोपशोभितः. Again. अदेव मातृको रम्यः श्वापदैः परिवर्जितः परित्यक्तो भयैः सर्वैः खनिभिश्चोपशोभितः. Okay. So here in this set, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things are told in this. Total 28 glorious. So Adeva Matrukaha. Adeva Matrukaha means what? Not only depending on the Devatas and oneself becoming lazy. What they have to get from the Devatas, they do it. But what they have to do, they will also do it. That's the meaning of Adeva Matrukaha. Like rain. So water, let's say, required water. So Deva Matruka means only when the rain comes, then they are happy. There go Deva. Adeva Matruka means even when the rains are not there or less, or using the rain properly. इसका अर्थ क्या हुआ? They themselves dig the wells, or they themselves will make the canals. The well and canals are not made by the Devata. Devata Varuna will give only the rain, or there is a Nadi, the Devata. But Adeva Matrika is we making the arrangements by our human hands for our own comforts, for the benefit of the society. Adeva Matruka. Like सारी सब्जियां देवता लोग देते हैं in the form of the trees and plants. But they won't make eatable sabji out of it. That we have to make it. So to the rice is given by Devata, but us eatable cooking we have to make it. That means what? Not only they depend on God for those which gods alone can do, but they do those things which they have to do. This is a very subtle point for the so-called spiritual people. Usually कहते हैं हमेशा दवा भी चाहिए दुआ भी चाहिए. कोई बीमारी दूर होना है और दिमाग भी चाहिए. Dimak is we have to be careful in knowing do's and don'ts and practicing. That is dimak कहते हैं. Dawa means go to doctor and get medicine from him. The fourth point of today's introduction. Now go to the guru. Third one, you must have the guru or some mentor. That's called as dawa. Then dua means praying to the God. Dua bhi, dawa bhi, dimag bhi. तीनों चाहिए to be comfortable in life. Only दुआ मांग रहे भगवान का, you are asking for grace, but you are not taking the medicines and not discipline your life. Diseases will not go, means any problems won't go away. So here adeva matrukaha means what? What they have to do, they do it. Not totally depending on God only and troubling the God all the time. अपना भी दिमाग यूज करो. All sciences develop because of human efforts. But for the scientist success, whatever are there are already blessed by the Lord. भगवान कहते हैं सारे दवाइयों को मैंने रखा हूं, अब तुम उसको निकालो अपना मेहनत से. भगवान has kept the cotton. With that cotton making thread and the cloth, it is our job. भगवान कपड़ा नहीं उगाते हैं पौधों में. He will only make the cotton there. Making it our cotton cloth is, it is adeva matruka kriya. Adeva matruka means every one of them take the blessings of God and do what they have to do. They are not lazy and putting everything on the God and say Bhagwan ne nahi diya blessing. Like this class. Class is given by the Guru or God, but you have to come by your choice, no? Bhagwan cannot push you. ये तुम्हारा दिमाग हो रहा है, गीता पढ़ा रहे, शास्त्र पढ़ा रहे, इंटेलिजेंस बढ़ा रहे, तो लेट अस गो इट. यू कांट से कि भगवान चाहे तो मेरे को ज्ञान देंगे. वाह, उनको क्या चाहते हैं? ही इज हैप्पी व्हेन यू आर बेवकूफ एंड एक्टिंग लाइक ए कार्टून. उनको उसे मजा है. व्हाई विल ही नीड? Understood? Adeva Matrukaha is the 24th point. And therefore, Ramya. Ramya means beautiful. Ramaniyaha. Every whole Ayodhya, anywhere you see Ramyata. Beauty is there. The moment you enter into the Nagari, the entrance, the welcome, the very tough paintings that are there, the agarbatti ka smell aa raha hai, the beautiful music is going on, the cows and calves and all, anything is Ramya. Look at the people, well dressed, well smiling, welcoming, offering the hospitality. That is the meaning of Ramyata. कुछ भी देखो आनंद रम्य. The physical structure should be beautiful of the buildings and all. The facilities should be comfortable and convenient. People should be cordial. That's called Ramyata. अयोध्या नगरी। तो ये हो गया 25वां पॉइंट। तो रम्य है इज 25। टुमारो विल सी द रिमेनिंग। थैंक यू। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम Sri Ramachandra Parabrahmane Namaha. We have to do the Arati today. We will do. Now let us do the Prashna. Yesterday we saw the day before the Shanti Mantra. Yesterday the names of 6 disciples. So they go to the Guru. Today we will do the second mantra. Let us do Shanti Mantra. Om Ata Shri Atharvana Vedantargata Prashnopanishad Shanti Mantra. Om Bhadram Karणे Vihshrunayama Devaah Bhadram Pashyemakshavirya Jatraah Sthirairangai Stushtvagam Sastanubhi यशेम देवै तयदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ओम शांति शांति शांति। अथ प्रथम प्रश्नः द्वितीयो मंत्रः। तो when they all have achieved reached the Pippalada Rishi सुकेशा च भरद्वाज शैब्यश्च सत्यकामः शौर्यायणी च गार्ग्यः कौशल्यश्च अश्वलायनः भार्गवो वैदर्भी कबन्दी कात्यायनः। When they came, ऋषि received them and told them कि 1 साल तुम लोग श्रद्धा तपस्या ब्रह्मचर्य से रहना। तो भूय एव तपसा ब्रह्मचर्येण श्रद्धया संवत्सरम संवत्स्यथा। तो 1 साल तुम लोग यहाँ रहो। यथा कामम प्रश्नान् पृच्छता। आप जो चाहे तब उस समय प्रश्न पूछना। यदि विज्ञास्यामः, अगर मैं जानता हूँ, सर्वं भवोहि वक्ष्यामः, मैं एवरीथिंग आपको बताऊंगा। आई विल टेल यू एवरीथिंग। दिस इज सेकंड मंत्र। एक ही करेंगे आज। ओके। तानः स ऋषिरुवाच तानः स ऋषिरुवाच तानः स ऋषिरुवाच तानः स ऋषिरुवाच भूय एव तपसा ब्रह्मचर्येण श्रद्धया 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 संवत्सरं संवत्स्यथ संवत्सरं संवत्स्यथ संवत्सरं संवत्स्यथ संवत्सरं संवत्स्यथ। यथा कामं प्रश्नान् पृच्छत यथा कामं प्रश्नान् पृच्छत यथा कामं प्रश्नान् पृच्छत यथा कामं प्रश्नान् पृच्छत। यदि विज्ञास्यामः सर्वं हवो वक्ष्याम इति 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 यदि विज्ञास्यामः सर्वं हवो वक्ष्याम इति। When that is done, then 1 year they stay. All that is not reported here. Now the 6th fellow boy or the boy is given the chance for the first question. They will ask question in 1 or 2 shloka. In the 7, 8 shlokas, the Guru gives the answer. What's the question? What's the answer? We'll see the literal meaning. I know some of you will understand little bit. Many of it may be difficult, but I'll do my job. So chant this shloka, no? तानः स ऋषिरुवाच भूय एव तपसा ब्रह्मचर्येण श्रद्धया संवत्सरं संवत्स्यथ यथा कामं प्रश्नान् पृच्छथ यदि विज्ञास्यामः सर्वं हवो वक्ष्याम इति। तानः स ऋषिरुवाच भूय एव तपसा ब्रह्मचर्येण श्रद्धया संवत्सरं सर्व संवत्स्यथ यथा कामं प्रश्नान् पृच्छथ यदि विज्ञास्यामः सर्वं हवो वक्ष्याम इति। तानः स ऋषिरुवाच भूय एव तपसा ब्रह्मचर्येण श्रद्धया संवत्सरं संवत्स्यथ यथा कामः प्रश्नान् पृच्छत यदि विज्ञास्यामः सर्वं भवो वक्ष्यामि इति। तानः स ऋषिरुवाच भूय एव तपसा ब्रह्मचर्येण श्रद्धया संवत्सरं संवत्स्यथ यथा कामः प्रश्नान् पृच्छत यदि विज्ञास्यामः सर्वं भवो वक्ष्यामि इति। ओम दुर्जन सज्जनो मुह्य सज्जन शांतिमाप्नुयात् शान्तमुच्येत वन्दे मुक्तश्च असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा सद्गमय ज्योतिर मृत्योर्मामृतम् पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदम्। बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की, गीता माता की, वेदव्यास भगवान की जय, रामचंद्र भगवान, रामायण शास्त्र, वाल्मीकि जय, श्री पिप्पलाद ऋषि की, ऋषि शिष्य गण की, श्री प्रश्नोपनिषद शास्त्र की जय, सब संतन की जय, सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। आज के आनंद कीजिए। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव हर सर्वत्र गोविंद गोविंदा जानकी जीवन स्मृति जन अम्बे अम्बे श्री आदिवन माता की समस्त श्रोता साधक सेवक उपासक जिज्ञास धर्म संस्था मुमुक्षु मुक्तगण भारत माता की जय। सनातन धर्म की वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृति आध्यात्मिक जीवन विधान समस्त युवा मंडली की जय। या इतना काफी है बेटा।